Guitarists against racists. It's really difficult to say if you have a lisp. Guitarists against racists. It's much cooler when it's bassists against racists. But I'm a guitar player, so I bought this shirt. And obviously I support the message. Helmut Hattler, way to go, Helmut. Helmut in English. Helmut Hattler. Great German bass player. Went to Warwick and said, hey, we're doing this bass week. We had lots of bass players here. Shit is hitting the fan at the borders. Let's put the message out there that we're not racist, that we're in support of helping people, and that we don't care what color their skin has. And I fully support that. So I got the Guitarists Against Racists shirt. A part of the purchase goes to, and I think all the profits actually that they make goes towards helping the refugees, which is way cool. So please get yourself a Bassists Against Racists or a Guitarists Against Racist shirt. This is technically the end of the message. It's way cool, Warwick. I fully support what you do, but it wouldn't be HP42's rant channel if we didn't go a little bit deeper. So let's talk about this. With coffee. The fact that I even have to sit here and tell you numbnuts that it's bad to be a racist and that it's even necessary. I'm not saying you. I'm saying, the fuckheads. The bald-headed fuck with the... You know what I mean. Those idiots that don't like people of different skin color, or people that are genetically predisposed to have a different height, or slightly different eye shapes, or whatever. It's genetics that doesn't mean that you can't get along. It's a pigment in the skin. What the fuck? We have 2015. We're not living in caves beating each other over the heads with sticks. But that, sadly, partially is still the world we live in. So that we have to remind each other over and over with t-shirts that it's not a good idea to be an idiot about other people's appearance, facial features, pigments, genetically predisposed heights. Now, what is really going on at the borders? You know what? I don't watch the news. I see a picture on Facebook once in a while and then scroll down. But in my really fast scrolling, I kind of read the heading and I don't really know what's going on. There's shit hitting the fan in Syria and people are being, murdered and stuff by religious fanatics. And religion is just bad in general. No matter which religion you are. I'm sorry. It's all bad. Get rid of it. But this is not Warwick's message. This is me. What I'm saying is me now. This is not Warwick. Warwick's saying bad racists. Okay? I'm saying, let's talk about it. So, religion, bad, okay? And I think what's happening right now, these people need help. And they're coming by the millions to countries where hopefully we have the financial means and the space and the willingness to help, because who knows, 100, 200 years from now, shit hits the fan here. Where do we go? You know what? The frickin' fucked up Saudi Arabians, they have money to wipe their asses with, and no, they're not helping. Apparently they've got tents, air-conditioned tents, to house 3 million refugees, which are just sitting around because, they don't want to get involved. Fuck you, Saudi Arabia! That's what I just got that from some headings. I don't read shit. I'm completely misinformed. But let's talk about general. I think what's happening is not racism. Because frankly, if I look at the pictures of the people coming across the border, they look like, I was gonna say you and me, unless you're Asian or African, or then they don't look like you and me, they look like me. Not at all like you. Which isn't a bad thing, I'm not saying that. I'm saying they look like kind of the people of the countries that they're flocking towards. So why be a racist? No, I think the people that have a problem with it, they're culturists. Maybe they're economists. Maybe they're like, hey, they want my money. In which cases, give it to them, because you know what? We have enough of them. enough of the money, and they need help. Someday you need help. It's called altruism. There's actually a biological theory, which is nice guys finish first, which is actually a song on the Frameshift album that I did on Unweaving the Rainbow. It's true, you know, help other people. At some point, it'll pay off for you. So help those people. But culturists have a problem with other people's religion. And that's a true issue that needs to be talked about. Is it a danger if a lot of them come here, and we're talking about Germany alone, 800,000, bringing their traditions, their culture, and trying to, well, first of all, seek refuge here, which is valid, and then, you know, intermingling, integrating into our society, but turning it into a new form of society where maybe the scales are tipped towards Islam, which might be a possibility. Which is also why Saudi Arabia is now offering to build 200 mosques here, because they're like, hey, we got an in, let's make it a little bit more like our country. But I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying general, you know, get rid of all the churches. But I'm just saying it needs to be talked about. It needs to be, let's sit with them on a table and find out, hey, what's your deal? I'm thinking being a culturist is not the same as being a racist. Being a racist is being a stupid fuckhead saying he's black, he's evil. Being a culturist is saying he has a different opinion. And obviously being offended by different opinions is a possibility. Being offended or being scared by someone coming into a country with different traditions. I mean, here, for example, we like cats and dogs. Now, let's say a group of 2 million Chinese were to seek refuge here. Would we be okay with them running around eating our cats and dogs? Which in China is absolutely okay, okay? So we have a clash of cultures. It needs to be talked about. For us saying, no, you can't do that, is being culturists, which isn't really, I know this is a hot topic and you're gonna hate me about this, but I think it's okay to talk about it. It's not okay to say, get the fuck out of here, we don't agree with what you do, but it's saying, okay, look, we do things like this here, and you do things like this here. How can we form a society where we all can get along? Not saying do it all the way we do, but what kind of society can we expect if we integrate a big number of you into our society? And how can we get along without people throwing rocks at you because you just ate their cat? I know this is it sounds very stupid, but this is a very, it's not such a far-fetched example, is it? Now, of course, we're talking about religion here. We might be talking about, I don't know what traditions and cultures these 800,000 new Germans are bringing to the country or wherever they're going. But the fear of the people that beat them and that say, get them out of here, is a fear of losing their money. And it's a fear of these new people that need our help introducing traditions, religions, habits, and other things that might be at first incompatible with our way of living. We're afraid that our way of living is jeopardized. And you know what? Change is good. Things move, things evolve, countries evolve, languages evolve. Our language now is probably 20% English and no one's noticing. It's just seeping into the culture. So, bottom line, let's talk. Let's go to the camps where they are. First, let's, teach them some German so they can be effective in the culture. That's important. You move to a different country, first thing you do, learn the language. Well, they're not moving, they're running past barbed wire. So get them blankets, get them stuff, teach them German. Let's have a conversation. Let's sit down, let's have a beer. Unless they don't drink alcohol, let's have coffee. And let's talk. Let's talk about what's it like where you're from. This is what it's like here. How can we live together? So, don't be a culturist. Don't be an economist. Be a communicationist. Talk to them. And if you're actually a racist, fuck off. Because that's stupid. That's judging people by their color or height or eye shape or lack of hair or, you know, in my case, enormous. I mean, okay, so, you know, I get a lot of shit for this, but hey, I'm sorry. Okay? Don't be a fucking racist. I know you're not. I don't think you'd watch my channel if you were. Because cool people watch my channel. Have a good one. And Warwick, way to fucking go to do this. I'm a big, big, big respect.